This is not to be confused with the Thomas test, with the hip that we did, okay? So this is Thompson test. All right, Thompson test is indicative of an Achilles rupture.
Oh.
Okay?
This Achilles hurts.
Okay.
Don't do it to that one.
You should.
How about say you should do that one?
Yeah.
Really?
So we can see.
I already know what it is, so I don't need a diagnosis.
It's not rupture. We want to
Okay.
make sure he knows
Ruptured.
what he's doing.
So, for the Thompson test, I'm squeezing the calf. Does everyone see what happens when you squeeze the calf?
Yeah.
What happens to that foot?
Inverse.
Plantar flexes. If they have an Achilles rupture, it's not going to plantar flex.
Do the other way. Easy.
Oh look, your Achilles is still
I
intact.
know it's not ruptured. I'm saying it hurts.
That's it. So if you don't get any plantar flexion when you squeeze the calf, then that's a positive sign.
But shouldn't that be
No
natural
plantar
anyways because you pulling up?
But that's what I'm saying. It's
If
all
there's-
attached to the Achilles tendon.
Yeah, if
If the
it's
Achilles
ruptured,
tendon
it
is
doesn't-
ruptured, the foot's not going to move.
Right.
Oh, it's just spaced
So
out.
this is just like contracting the gastroc, puts you in plantar flexion.
Yeah.
Okay? That's the Thompson test. Alright? The next one is the bump test. Okay? Bump test for fractures. Do you have any fractures that we should know about?
Not that I know of.
Okay. Okay, so this is, if you suspect a fracture, this is kind of a quick and easy way to do it. Okay? You can either have them prone or supine, but all you're doing is you're just bumping the bottom of the heel. Okay? You just apply some force to the bottom of the heel. If they have a fracture in either the tibia, specifically the fibula or the talus, or the calcaneus, because that's where you're striking, this is going to be painful to them. Okay? Typically, like, I'll do this with like an offensive lineman who was blocked low and he got a helmet to the lower leg, and he says it really hurts him. I'm like, well, is it just a contusion or is it a fracture? I'll come up and I'll do the bump test on him, and if he's like, what'd you just do? Then obviously it's probably not fractured. But if he's in some pain with it, then I'm thinking maybe it's a fracture. Maybe we need to splint it and get him to, get some X-rays. That's all you're doing.
But that's a fracture
Bump
of
test.
what?
Bump test.
It's just a fracture.
Just fracture somewhere.
So it'd be
somewhere in the lower.
like for here, if I'm bumping the heel, it's probably gonna be the tibia, the fibula, the calcaneus, or the talus. So those are basically gonna be the four structures that are gonna be involved, the four bones are gonna be involved. Okay? Bump test, pretty straightforward. Let's have you flip back over. So for a squeeze test, just so you can hang your legs up over the end of the table. So this is the squeeze test. Alright? This is also for a suspected fracture. Again, lineman comes in complaining that he got hit low, don't know whether it's contusion or a fracture. All I'm going to do is, he's complaining that he's got pain down here. So for those of you who can't see, we're saying down here, okay? I'm going to take the tibia and the fibula, and I'm just going to squeeze them together, okay? And if he has pain, that's going to be a positive sign. But you have to figure out where the pain is. Is the pain where I'm squeezing? So if the pain's where I'm squeezing, then that's not positive. I mean, it's painful whenever you push on a bone. But if I squeeze up here and he's got pain down here, that's a positive sign. Okay? Possible fracture. Yep. And so she's got pain down here. So I squeeze up here. I'm squeezing the fibula and the tibia together. And she's got pain down here. That's a positive sign. But if she's got pain just where I'm squeezing, that's a negative sign. Okay? Basically, it's more like a fulcrum test where you're squeezing that bone and just putting a little bend in it. And if there's somewhere that it's not completely unioned, then that's where it's going to be painful.
What's the name of this test again?
Squeeze.
Squeeze.
So, Thompson test, you're squeezing the calf.
Okay.
Squeeze test, you're squeezing the bone. So don't get those confused either. Okay? Thompson test, Achilles rupture. Bump test, possible fracture. Squeeze test, possible fracture. Okay? So have you scoot all the way back, legs up. And you can just lay down and relax. So the last one we're going to do is Homan's sign. H-O-M-A-N-S. Homan's sign. Okay? For this one, all I'm doing is I'm putting her in dorsiflexion, maximal dorsiflexion, and I'm palpating her calf, okay? If while I'm palpating her calf, there's an area that just absolutely hurts her, completely hurts her, that's going to be a positive sign, okay? So it's not like it's going to be a global area. There'll be one area specifically that'll hurt, okay? So I have her in dorsiflexion just so everyone can kind of see. Oh, what I was doing. I'm not switching full dorsiflexion, but basically I'm just palpating this calf, okay? And there may be one spot right there that hurts her a lot. That's a positive sign, and that indicates called deep vein thrombosis, or DVT, okay? DVT, deep vein thrombosis.
You just palpate like the whole calf, like
Yep. That's it. It's just putting her dorsiflexion, palpating the calf. Questions about Thompson? Questions about bump, squeeze, or Homan sign?